That, ladies and gentlemen, is a dome of high pressure. That's
Majority of this week will be at 97. Small victories. Winds out of northeast.
Everywhere west of the Mississippi River either hit or exceeded 100 degrees. Shreveport hit. Notice in the south central part of the country, this big old.
However, take a look at Dallas. Dallas is still at 97 degrees.
What it actually feels like on our skin when we're outside. They're still pretty high.
101
in Monroe, El Dorado, and Shreveport.
That regional satellite shows the definition of that cold front draped out across Mississippi. Winds at 5 miles per hour and very muggy dew points.
It'll probably be extended as we go further into the future. Speaking of the future, our dew points are very muggy, as you would probably expect. Hot winds out of the southwest, heat index values exceeding 105 degrees. National Weather Service is one of the driest Julys we've seen. Our temperature map pretty much matches that water vapor image. Our hottest temperatures are definitely situated
in 97, like you said, it's still pretty hot, but it's still better, at least psychologically, if nothing else, than the 100 plus temperatures.
Definitely. We have to take the small victories any way we can get them.
Okay, Paul, thanks a lot. Stick around. Sports coming up next.
It was quite a hot one out there today in northeast Louisiana, and you at home would be asking yourself, why exactly is it so darn hot and just dry? Well, our water vapor image tells a great story behind that. Notice in the south central part of the country, out in Texas, Oklahoma, and Louisiana, this big dome, this big old dry dome. And notice how all of our rain and moisture is rolling up and around it. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a dome of high pressure. That high pressure is what's been keeping us hot and just absolutely dry. Now remember where that dome is situated. That's where our highest temperatures are currently situated, right there in the south central part of the country. Dallas is at 97, while El Paso is still at 98 degrees, so an absolute hot one. Closer to home, we are pretty much in the lower 90s. 92 in Monroe, 90 in Ruston. Down south, we're at 91 in Alexandria and 94 in Fort Polk. So no relief even at this late hour. Our high temperatures, pretty much everywhere west of the Mississippi River, either hit or exceeded 100 degrees. Shreveport hit 103, just absolutely hot. Longview hit 102. Further in Mississippi, they had a little more relief compared to what we saw, but still just a hot one across most of the Arklamis region. Our dew points are definitely very muggy right now. We're in the lower 70s throughout much of the viewing area. Further south and west, they're a little drier than we are, 67 in both Shreveport and Longview. Notice in Mississippi, though, it's still very humid. Tallulah-Vicksburg is at 75 degrees, while Natchez is at 73. So just absolutely sticky out there, ladies and gentlemen. Our heat index values, that's what we get when we combine those high temperatures with the absolutely just muggy humidity. We get the heat index. We're in the upper 90s throughout Ruston, Monroe, and El Dorado, as well as the majority of the surrounding areas. So those hot temperatures combined with the very dry month of July. Matter of fact, according to the National Weather Service, it was one of the driest Julys we've seen on record. That's what's caused them to issue burn bans for most of the metro area, with the exception of those parishes directly west of the Mississippi River until further notice. The hot temperatures are also why they have issued a heat advisory for much of the viewing area. That's in effect until Sunday at 7 o'clock, and it will probably be extended as we go further into the future. Speaking of the future, our futurecast shows some rain pretty much in Mississippi, but that will remain to the east of us thanks to that dome of high pressure. And notice, going into the day of Saturday, even by 10 a.m., we are in the lower 90s. And once we reach 7 o'clock, man, oh man, 99, upper 90s, even by 7 o'clock in much of the viewing area. So just a scorcher out there, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to keep hydrated and try not to be in the sun too much. Just absolutely hot. Tonight, temperatures will cool down slightly into the upper 70s with definitely high humidities as well as calm winds. Tomorrow, 100, a C note, Definitely hot, winds out of the southwest, heat index values exceeding 105 degrees. Our Planet Fitness 7-day forecast shows those hundreds not letting up until midweek. That's when we're expecting a cold front to possibly make its way through our metro area, providing a little relief, at least from the 100s, for a few days.